Hey there guys, welcome back to another episode of Spartan Crew Gaming, and today we're talking about Star Wars Battlefront 2. The trailer came out, I'm going to be playing that in the background. We're going to be talking about some of the news and the stuff they're promising, which seems pretty promising from what I've seen, and I'm kind of excited, but I'm also kind of cautious just because the last game, while I had fun, wasn't the greatest game in the world, and it did lack depth. So let's talk about it. So Star Wars Battlefront 2, guys. The trailer came out, it looked awesome. I'm going to be having it play here in the background while I talk. It looked like a really good trailer. They showed off the single player in a really awesome fashion. They really blew us away. The graphics look awesome. Frostbite 3 does a great job. It is in-engine, it's not in-game, but the graphics are probably going to look similar just because Frostbite Engine does a really good job, and DICE generally does a good job at making games look pretty decent to their cinematic trailers, and that was in-engine footage, so it's probably going to look somewhat similar to what you'll be playing, depending on your your system, of course. But so what is Battlefront 2 promising us, right? So Battlefront 1 was a beautiful game, but it was empty, and Battlefront 2 seems to be wanting to regain the trust of the community by giving us a full game with a bunch of stuff. So first off, they're giving us single player. Awesome. We get an entire story which will span 30 years, the gap between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. This is really awesome. They're also giving us an expanded multiplayer. So what this means is they're giving us classes now. So I don't know if they're getting rid of star cards completely, but we do get classes. You get to progress those classes. There are 4 different classes. I can't exactly remember their names. I know one of them is like Specialist, Heavy, I think Assault, maybe, I don't know. Expect it to be similar to the Battlefield classes. So you get to, progress those classes, make them bigger, make them better. It gives you a lot more progression, which the last game lacked a whole bunch of. There wasn't really much progression. You'd unlock weapons and buy them with your credits, and then it's just like, okay, and there wasn't much leveling up and stuff to do. There wasn't anything to work towards, and they're really wanting you to work towards stuff now. So we get classes, and not just classes for our characters, but classes for vehicles, and you get to level up your vehicles and give them new abilities and looks, hopefully, and the same thing for heroes. So some heroes, you're going to get to change out their abilities and make them more unique, and some unique looks according to the pre-order bonuses. If you pre-order, you'll get some new looks for Rey and Kylo Ren, and some new abilities, which kind of has me worried that some abilities may be locked behind a pre-order wall, but it's not as bad as having actual heroes locked behind a pre-order wall. So it's really cool. It's all about a lot more customization now and a lot more class-oriented progression. So a lot of people are excited to hear classes because the first game I felt like wanted to be its own unique thing. It wanted to try to be different than Battlefield. Then people were like, be more like Battlefield because that formula works better. Battlefront 1 was a very casual shooter. Hopefully Battlefront 2 will appeal to that casual crowd, but have game modes that also appeal to the hardcore gamer who's going to enjoy this game and play it forever. Another huge thing they've shown us and promised is all eras. So we get to play the prequel era. We get to play Galactic Conquest. Not Galactic Conquest. Galactic Civil War. Hopefully, that'd be awesome if Galactic Conquest was in the game, though. That'd be a huge deal. But, we get Galactic Civil War. We get the sequel era with Kylo Ren and Rey, and the Resistance and the First Order. Really awesome. We get to play all these eras, Darth Maul, Yoda, hopefully Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan, a bunch of heroes. But the cool thing is, and the rumor going around, or some people think it's pretty much confirmed, is there will be no season pass for this game. Now, they haven't said anything official, so we don't know yet, but the big thing is developers are saying they don't want to split up the community with a season pass, so it sounds like they're probably going to go the microtransaction route, where you can pay to get some special abilities or maybe some special looking armor or something like this, or that to help, of course, spur on the development of the game for future content. I much rather would have a microtransaction system, depending on how it is. They can be really bad or they can be really good. Some games do microtransactions just fine, and other games don't do them well at all. So, Battlefront 2 wants to, I think, fill in the blanks, bring in trust back to the Battlefront name, because players were hurt by the last game. Not, hurt like, oh my goodness, I'm so hurt by this game, but they were just kind of disappointed. You're like, okay, I just spent $60 or $80 if you bought the deluxe edition on a game that was kind of empty. So this game really does seem like a full experience. I'm very, optimistic about it, but I'm also very, very cautious of it because I want it to be good. But the last game did have a lot of issues, but the more news I'm hearing about this game, the more I'm getting excited, and the more I'm probably going to buy it. So I'm really excited, guys, to hopefully, see more from this game, see some gameplay soon. We're going to be seeing at EA Play, which is in June, so about a month and a half from now we'll actually see some gameplay. But a lot of cool stuff. We're getting all the characters from all the eras, That's really awesome. I mean, not all of them are confirmed, but we're getting more characters from more eras. We get to play as clone troopers and battle droids now. This is great. We get to play the new characters as well. The graphics look awesome. That's not a huge deal, but it does look awesome. Frostbite games always look great. You get, customization and progression in this game. They really just listen to the community, and it is awesome to see games do this. So this could really be a great year for sequels. Like, we're getting Shadow of War for Shadow of Mordor, and that sequel looks great. And now Battlefront 2 looks like a sequel that is worthy to carry the Battlefront 2 name, hopefully, because the last Battlefront 2, made way back in 2003 or 2005, was a great game. I played it so much. I am hoping this game's going to be great. I'd love to see Hero Blast on Mos Eisley again. If you played the 2003 or 2005 Battlefront, that was so much fun to play. I hope there's a server browser in this game. I think that'd be a huge help to Star Wars Battlefront, because the first game was too casual. I think this game needs to have some more hardcore, harder learning curves in certain areas, but also appeal to that casual crowd. So guys, I'm really excited for this game. Tell me below if you are. I'm also optimistic and cautious about it, so just tell me what you think about the game, if you think it's going to do great, if you think EA is going to handle it right. And DICE, I really hope they do, because it looks like they've really tried hard to make a better game. So guys, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and this is your commentator signing out.